Make this day better is if I got someone to help me clean out this locker. Maybe I could bribe Kenny with some food.
Few reality TV stars manage to stay grounded after sudden fame. But Brandi Passante's story is unlike many others. Behind the familiar smiles on Storage Wars, she faced challenges that few viewers saw coming. What does life look like for someone who experienced overnight celebrity, intense public scrutiny, and personal trials? Prepare to be moved as we uncover how Brandi's world has transformed in unexpected and heartfelt ways. From business ventures to personal struggles, her journey after Storage Wars is a testament to resilience and reinvention. This isn't just a story of fame fading. It's about a woman navigating ups and downs with courage and heart. What exactly happened to Brandi? Stay tuned to find out how her life today might just surprise and inspire you. Life after Storage Wars fame. Brandi Passante's rise to fame on Storage Wars was sudden and intense. Almost overnight, she went from managing a local antique store to becoming a household name recognized across the country. The show provided her with a platform, but it also brought challenges that few reality TV stars anticipate. Adjusting from a private life to public scrutiny created a new kind of pressure, one that tested her resilience and shaped her future decisions. As the cameras rolled, Brandi's authentic personality won over many fans, but fame came with its share of complications. The demand to constantly perform for an audience and maintain a public image took a toll on her daily life. Simple activities like shopping or spending time with family became more complicated under the gaze of fans and media. Despite this, Brandi remained grounded, often emphasizing her commitment to hard work and staying true to herself. The sudden shift also impacted her business operations. The exposure helped boost their antique and auction enterprise, but it attracted a flood of new customers and opinions. Balancing the sudden influx of attention with the reality of running a business required quick learning and adaptability. Brandi and her partner, Jared Schultz, worked to maintain their professional reputation amidst the spectacle of television. However, the spotlight also revealed personal and professional tensions. Reality TV can blur the lines between real life and entertainment, and Brandi sometimes struggled with how much of herself to share. The expectations from producers and audiences often conflicted with her desire for privacy. The pressures introduced a complex dynamic where personal authenticity met public persona, creating continuous challenges behind the scenes. The public's fascination with her life extended beyond the auction block. Fans wanted to know more about Brandi's background, her motivations, and the story behind her guarded expression. This curiosity often brought unwanted intrusion, leading to moments where maintaining boundaries became essential. Brandi's experience highlights the double-edged sword of reality television fame, opportunities paired with exposure. Through these early years after Storage Wars rose in popularity, Brandi learned to navigate a world drastically different from what she had known. The transition was uncharted territory, full of excitement but also uncertainty. She balanced the benefits of fame against the need to protect herself and her family. It was a period of personal growth and redefining what success meant beyond the camera lens. The experience forced Brandi to recalibrate her life and goals. While the show opened doors, it also created expectations and assumptions that did not always align with her reality. She had to find a way to breathe authenticity into a manufactured environment. That tension between image and identity would echo in the years that followed. Yet while the immediate aftermath of Storage Wars' success was a whirlwind, Brandi's story was far from over. The groundwork laid during this time shaped the entrepreneurial and personal chapters she would soon enter. Her journey reminds us that fame is often just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Fame had launched Brandi into the public eye, but sustaining a career meant turning that visibility into meaningful ventures, a challenge that demanded both creativity and grit. Business ventures and career evolution. Brandi's journey after Storage Wars saw her evolve from reality star to entrepreneur, leveraging her visibility to pursue new business opportunities. Together with Jared, she expanded their antique and auction business, opening additional stores and attempting to capitalize on their public profiles. Their brand became recognizable, and fans eagerly supported their ventures. But running a business in the public eye brought unique challenges. Navigating the shifting landscape of retail and antiques required ongoing adaptation. The couple experimented with different business models, including online auctions and vintage merchandise sales. This evolution reflected not only changing market demands, but also a desire to diversify income streams beyond television. Brandi's keen eye for value and her passion for collectibles remained central to these efforts. However, building a sustainable enterprise proved more complicated than it appeared on screen. The pressures of managing inventory, customer expectations, and financial stability tested their partnership. At times, they faced setbacks that the show did not fully capture, from slow sales to logistical headaches. These realities underscored the gap between reality TV's glamour and the grind of actual entrepreneurship. Brandi's willingness to learn and grow was evident as she took on new roles. She became more involved in business strategy and marketing, learning to merge her personal brand with commercial ventures. This transition demanded a delicate balance between authenticity and professionalism, a balance that many reality stars struggle to maintain. Her ability to adapt played a key role in sustaining her career. The public's brand perception was a crucial factor in deciding her path in business. The majority of the audience was on her side, but there were others who raised doubts about whether celebrity entrepreneurs were really entrepreneurs, arguing that the very reason of their success was only the celebrity status. Brandi was always in the process of proving that her abilities and expertise went far beyond the pictures taken by the camera. She was working hard to be regarded as a woman of business with her own right. The legitimacy struggle determined the way she chose to tell her story and to show her businesses. There was a mutual understanding between the partners whose bond was primarily shaped by the pressure and then personal development. The continuous negotiation of the terms for their public image and professional aspirations was the main difficulty they had to deal with. Their relationship, both romantic and professional, turned to be the center of interest for both the fans and the media. Thus, the merging of their personal and business lives became even more pronounced in the public imagination. Brandi, however, faced the ups and downs of the market and the changing world of television, even if the doors were opened for her. Storage Wars itself went through upheavals, and at times, the limelight was not as bright. The losing of fame was unwise since it made reliance on just the TV appearances a risk, thus motivating Brandi to create an independent base. One of the major lessons learned was building a business that would stay alive even when a show was no more. To sum up, the developments in Brandi's career during this period convey the message of a resilient and determined person. She was no longer just a reality star, but a multifaceted entrepreneur overcoming difficult situations. This period was the turning point that connected her short-lived fame with the more substantial transformations that lay ahead. Behind the scenes of business growth were deeply personal challenges that tested Brandi's strength and reshaped her outlook on life. Personal challenges and growth. Though the public often sees only the polished version of her life, Brandi has faced significant personal struggles behind the scenes. Managing the pressures of fame, career changes, and relationship dynamics weighed heavily on her mental and emotional well-being. The spotlight can be isolating, and Brandi's path to self-discovery involved confronting these difficult realities head-on. One major challenge was balancing her identity as a public figure with her private self. The expectations placed on her, both by fans and media, created tension that sometimes amplified feelings of anxiety and doubt. Brandi has spoken in interviews about the toll reality TV fame can take on mental health, highlighting the importance of setting boundaries and seeking support. Her relationship with Jared Schultz, once closely intertwined with the show's narrative, also experienced ups and downs. Navigating a romantic partnership under the constant glare of cameras added layers of complexity. Though they eventually parted ways, Brandi has expressed gratitude for the shared experiences and emphasized personal growth as a priority. This chapter marked a turning point as she learned to prioritize her well-being. Beyond relationships, Brandi confronted the challenges of self-acceptance and resilience. Facing moments of uncertainty and vulnerability, she found strength in therapy, personal reflection, and the support of close friends and family. These efforts helped her move beyond the sometimes superficial portrayal from television toward a more authentic life. Physical health also became a focus during this time. Maintaining balance in the midst of a hectic career and emotional stresses demanded attention to wellness. Brandi adopted healthier habits and routines to sustain her energy and focus, recognizing that self-care was essential for long-term success. The process of overcoming obstacles reshaped Brandi's priorities and ambitions. She grew more intentional about the projects she pursued, centering her values and passions over external validation. This evolution has been key in redefining what fulfillment means beyond the bright lights of reality TV. Her openness about personal struggles has helped destigmatize challenges faced by those in the public eye. Brandi's willingness to share her story encourages others to seek help and embrace healing. This vulnerability adds depth to her public image, creating a connection grounded in shared human experience. Ultimately, Brandi's journey of personal growth reflects resilience and courage. The challenges she faced did not define her, but rather became catalysts for transformation. Her story is a reminder that even amid fame and success, growth often requires confronting the hardest truths and embracing change. While personal trials reshaped Brandi from within, the foundation of family and close relationships has provided lasting support and strength in her evolving journey. Family life and support system. Behind the spotlight and the hustle of her business ventures, Brandi Passante leans heavily on the love and support of her family. Her bond with her son, Parker, is central to her life, providing grounding, purpose, and motivation amid the challenges of public life and entrepreneurship. Parenthood reshaped her priorities, inspiring her to seek stability while balancing the often unpredictable demands of her career. Brandi frequently describes motherhood as both an anchor and a source of energy, driving her forward even in the most stressful moments and reminding her of what truly matters beyond cameras and contracts. Her support network extends beyond Parker, encompassing siblings, close friends, and extended family who have offered guidance and steadiness through the pressures of reality TV fame. These relationships provide solace and understanding, helping her navigate personal transformations and public scrutiny. Emotional challenges feel more manageable when she is surrounded by loved ones who listen without judgment, and their encouragement fuels her resilience during difficult times. Juggling parenting with career demands highlights the realities many working mothers face, pressures magnified by the lens of public attention. Brandi's openness about these struggles resonates with fans, fostering empathy and a deeper connection with her audience. At the same time, she carefully protects her family's privacy, ensuring Parker and her inner circle remain shielded from unnecessary exposure while thoughtfully balancing public and private life. Family celebrations, simple milestones, and quiet moments at home reveal Brandi's lighter, joyful side, ordinary moments of togetherness often hidden from cameras. Her circle also includes professional partners and mentors who respect her as a businesswoman, offering guidance without exploitation and reinforcing her sense of agency, confidence, and independence. Ultimately, family, friends, and community form the foundation of Brandi's resilience. These relationships provide the emotional strength to face uncertainty, maintain authenticity, and navigate life under public scrutiny. It is this spirit behind the scenes, her dedication, love, and grounded support network, that continues to inspire and resonate with her audience, showing the enduring power of connection amid fame, ambition, and the ever-present pressures of reality television. While the warmth of family remains a constant, the public's perception of Brandi often contrasts sharply with the realities she lives, revealing the complex nature of televised fame. Public perception versus reality. Brandi Passante's public image has been shaped by edited footage, media sound bites, and carefully curated narratives. Reality TV emphasizes drama and highlights, often simplifying personalities for entertainment value. While fans see a polished, camera-ready version of Brandi, the truth is far more nuanced, a gap she has openly acknowledged herself. The format of reality television can distort perception, portraying Brandi in ways that overlook her warmth, depth, and real-life struggles. Viewers may assume she leads a scripted or flawless life, which can lead to unfair judgments. Conflicts with Jared, business setbacks, and personal challenges have sometimes been blamed on her, especially on social media, where nuance is often lost. Brandi has had to navigate rumors, harassment, and speculation while maintaining her composure, professionalism, and dignity in a highly scrutinized environment. Reality TV also rarely captures her mental health journey. Moments of vulnerability, reflection, and personal growth are frequently edited out, leaving audiences with fragmented impressions. Brandi's recent openness about her emotional struggles humanizes her and challenges assumptions about the lives of television personalities. Likewise, her professional accomplishments are sometimes minimized or attributed solely to her fame, overlooking the dedication, adaptability, and entrepreneurial drive required to sustain her career over the years. Through interviews, social media, and candid reflections, Brandi presents a fuller picture of herself, her motivations, fears, and hopes. These glimpses behind the cameras invite fans to see her as a multidimensional individual rather than simply a TV character. Her story highlights the tension between public persona and private reality in celebrity culture. Brandi navigates fame with resilience, honesty, and grace, reclaiming her narrative from media distortions and external expectations. By stepping beyond stereotypes and sharing her truth, she enriches our understanding of her journey, demonstrating that while public perception can be shaped by others, lived experience remains uniquely her own. In doing so, Brandi offers a compelling example of authenticity in a world built on appearance, reminding audiences that there is often much more behind the screen than meets the eye. As Brandi works to redefine the narrative surrounding her life, her present circumstances reveal a woman who has embraced transformation and looks ahead with renewed purpose. Where she is now and what's next. Today, Brandi Passante lives a life that reflects both her past experiences and her personal evolution. While Storage Wars brought her fame and opportunity, she has deliberately crafted a balanced existence away from constant public scrutiny. Brandi focuses on being a dedicated mother to her son, Parker, whose well-being and growth remain her highest priorities. This role grounds her in ways that fame never could. Professionally, Brandi continues to engage with the antiques and vintage market, but on her own terms. She remains passionate about collectibles and design, using her expertise in a more private capacity that allows for creative freedom. By stepping back from the intense spotlight of reality TV, she has found a healthier rhythm that nurtures both her career ambitions and personal life. This approach reflects her matured perspective on success. Social media has become a tool for Brandi to connect authentically with fans while controlling her narrative. She shares glimpses of daily life, motherhood, and behind-the-scenes moments without overexposing herself. Her posts often emphasize positivity, resilience, and self-care, resonating with followers who admire her honesty. Brandi uses this platform to inspire others navigating their own challenges. Brandi has also ventured into new business ideas and partnerships, focusing on projects that align with her values and passions. These ventures emphasize sustainability, creativity, and meaningful engagement rather than rapid fame or fleeting trends. She has spoken about the importance of evolving with integrity, rejecting opportunities that feel exploitative or inauthentic. This selectivity demonstrates her commitment to long-term fulfillment. Brandi personally has changed a lot, and now she is a woman who welcomes change and puts mental and emotional health first. She talks about therapy and self-reflection openly, thus making the conversations about wellness that may have been taboo before ordinary. This change allows her to live more in the present and also helps her to cope with life's twists and turns that are inevitable. Her path is a great testimony of resistance built on self-awareness. Brandi, besides herself, also takes time to nurture her allies, like family and close friends, who have always been supporting her throughout the change. By being a faithful friend, she creates a love and honesty foundation which helps her through the hard times of not knowing what is going on. This steadying shows how much she has changed from being famous in a fast attraction way to living a more deliberate and calm life. On the other hand, Brandi is still positive and open-minded about the future. In terms of mothering, business, or personal development. She learns from it all and never considers her experiences as burdens, but rather as sources of wisdom. This positive attitude not only supports her in the process of renewing herself, but also gives the impression of a woman that has a say in the tale she is telling. She has a bright future ahead of her, one that is full of choices matching her true self and the journey she has taken. In the end, Brandi Passante's life today is a proof of the change and the strength, nonetheless far from the reach of cameras. She personifies the straight line that winning is not only about the limelight, but also about the courage to evolve, change, and be genuine. The girl who had been a part of storage wars and was a part of the past has turned into a story that is still living and which is still having the chapters that are the most important writing the fastest. Brandi Passante's journey shows us that fame is only the beginning, not the full story. Her resilience and growth beyond storage wars teach us the power of embracing change and valuing authenticity. If you found her transformation inspiring, please like and subscribe for more stories that go beyond the surface.